And welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about part 3 of a 3-part series all about a fresh point of view, a different kind of perspective. Take an ordinary thing and just paint it differently, but exaggerated, and it's just a fresher point of view. Like last week, we did looking at common objects, everyday objects sitting on a table, but only looking straight down. Not the 3/4 view we typically see in a still life setup or cat's eye view. This one is looking straight down. It's kind of fun to do things like that. But this week, it's all about taking the same view, but tilting the camera or your eye vision a little bit differently, a little more wonky, exaggerated. I mean, that's not normal. I mean, have a fun time with it. Entertain people when you're doing it. Show them something a little more exaggerated. As I say, like a little bit more wonky, straight down, but boy, twisted a little bit too. And also completely out of perspective as far as really in your face. That kind of a thing is fun to do. Here's kind of a normal thing, but all monochromatic and still exaggerated just a little bit. Let me show you a demo on doing it one way, and then I'll paint it the exaggerated way. But first, let's look at the materials that I'm going to be using. My sketchbook, it's good Fabriano paper. I love it, mixed media, multi-technique textures. I love this paper. It's great for drawing. Of course, I'm using acrylic paints. These are the Holbein acrylics. All acrylics, white acrylics, red, yellow, blue for this demo, and big brushes, mostly big brushes, not tiny little 2-hair brushes. You'll poke your eye out with that thing. So yeah, get a big, strong brush. And here we go. So what we're going to be doing this time is maybe something like a Martini glass. So Martini glass, something like this. Nice, beautiful shape, nice long stems. They're beautiful. And if we were, it's like cat's eye view, right? So here's the back of the table, and maybe we'd have a nice martini in here, and maybe even some fruit, something like that. So that's like straight on cat's eye view. Now, let's exaggerate that, and looking at a 3/4 view, really exaggerated, and I'm going to paint it now. Let's get going. Today's painting will be done on a wooden panel. This is a 15-inch by 15-inch wooden panel. Love these things. And I'm putting my own gesso on it. This gesso happens to be gold gesso. Can you believe it? Holbein's gold gesso. They have silver gesso. It's just fantastic. Anyway, look at the gold on this. So it almost looks like it's been in ancient times already. So that's kind of fun, the gold gesso. I have the primaries, red, yellow, blue, pretty simple colors at first, and a whole lot of piles of white. I love white paint to mix with all these other colors. So since this is a quick demo, this is not going to be a long demo, we saw the Martini glass. So let's see what I can do. Mixing up a color here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the blue. Just changed my mind right there. I'll use the blue. It would show up better on the film. So here we go. Close up of a Martini glass. Really exaggerate this thing. A little wonky. Yeah, that's pretty decent. And we're looking down, and I'm going to pretend that down here is the beginning of the stem. There we go. We have the stem here. Great. And now let's really make the base really little. And really exaggerate the perspective, right? Something like that. Now, and also at this time, I'm going to decide which way the light's coming from. Remember, I love putting an arrow outside my painting like that. Now also, let's put some liquid in here. It'll be the same radius. Something like that. Remember, this is not engineering drawing. This is painting. So have fun with this. Okay, and now the table. Now I want the table to come across, let me see. Maybe, well, too close to the edge, right? Oh, wait a minute. Gotta have the sides here. Let's do the sides. Don't forget the sides. All right, pretty loose drawing. I'll decide later on, I think, where I will put the edge of the table. But for now, I'm going to do it right here. All right, let's get some washes in here. And really loose wet. That's what I like about this particular paint. There's a lot of pigment in here. I was asked the question, do I add too much water? Is it going to break apart? No. This stuff has so much pigment in it. They call it heavy body. So I can water it way down like this. And it still works. Now let's get maybe something here. We're looking through the glass. I'm going to pretend I'm looking at a reflection. So the top of the liquid is reflecting the light, maybe a window light, something like that. Also, the top of the glass down here, the base is going to reflect also. Let's get a little bit of something going in here. Don't stay in one place too long. Add some light inside here. Get in, get out. The light's coming across here. I'm going to make this a fun table. Let's just make this fun. Yellow would be fun. Yellow, green, a whole lot of white. A whole lot of white. Wow, what a color. Because I've added so much white to this, it makes it opaque. And I can redraw it, so to speak. Get in, get out. Make it fast. I paint fast, only because I'm too excited about seeing what it's going to look like. After all these years of painting, I'm still excited about looking at the end result. Okay, get in, get out, fast, all over the place. Don't stay in one place too long. Let some of that gold peek through, that gold gesso. That's what gives it its je ne sais quoi, right? All over the place. Now, the whole thing about the beauty of a Martini glass is that it picks up reflections from everywhere in the room. And this is where you can go in and be as wonky as you want, and it still will work. I'll put a little bit of red in here. Whoa. Make it orangish. Wow, that's nice. Get paint everywhere. Don't stay in one place too long. Now I'm going to add some more white up inside here, because it's not a fruit drink. Martinis or something like that. Now, we've got some color, so it's not just red, yellow, blue. Got some colors all over the place, but now the piece de resistance. I'll have mine with an olive, thank you very much. And let's put using the same, since this is an abstract, that's close enough. Give the top of the olive a little highlight in here. Bling, bling, bling. Let's do this. Nice little surprise. Comes down into the water like that. Boy, it's starting to come together now, huh? It's crazy. And I don't want the whole olive showing. I want to show some of it underwater, so that means I'm going to take some of this stuff away. Out of focus. Bring in more water, more liquid. There we go, something like that. Get my other brush in here, yeah. Get more painting going. Clean it up. Oh, I want the top lip to be really bright now. This is where the contrast comes in. Free-handed, of course. Don't try and make it an engineering drawing. Look where I'm holding the brush too, way in the back. Helps me to stay looser. Really emphasizing the strange proportion here. Oh, wow. all over the place, isn't it? I want to make this a little bit darker up here. By making this darker, just adding the red and the blue together is going to make it dark enough for me. Oh yeah. Get in, get out. By using a limited palette like this, it helps to make all the colors come together and work as a family. You know, not twins, but as siblings, you know? Oh yeah, this is starting to come alive now by adding that red in here. In the blue. It's kind of like mixing it right here. And also now I have an opportunity to come back in here and make the lip or the rim thinner. And that's what gives it its delicacy, I think. Such a beautiful shape. I'll come in and do some fine stuff like that. More wonky. Yep, there's your wonkiness. I'm going to make sure that stands out. And I don't want this to look like it's bleeding. So I'm going to give it some highlights. Here we go. Whew. And I can let this dry for a little bit. It's pretty wonky right now. I'm going to scrape into this draw. I love drawing back into this. This is the other end of the brush, right? A little reflection in here. Maybe some lines, add some texture. Subtle, maybe curtains or something like that. Just gives them another dimension. So it's not just a dark hole. Well, this is just the first step. The next step would be for me to let this dry and look at it for a while. You know, I think there's too much green in here, too much red. Yeah, that's what it was, too much. Something was bothering me. Too much red. There we go, a little bit more subtle. Okay. Simplify that, get in, get out. Leave it alone right now. Making sure I have a lot of contrast. And I'm looking through this glass, so which means I'm going to be looking at the wall. So it's not going to be as dark as the wall, because you want it to be not another black hole here. So there you are with no black, lots of white, and I sure enjoyed doing something fast and wonky. Look, it's not even centered anymore. So you can see I'd much rather paint this way than the normal way. It's not a photograph, it's a painter, and it gives you an opportunity to do it your way, not somebody else's way. I can't wait to see all your work. Keep your brushes wet, share it with your friends, paint with your friends, see what happens. Use lots of water. Use good paint. It won't fall apart with little things all over the place. It's beautiful, more homogeneous when you use the really good paint with heavy body acrylics. Well, I just wanted to let you know that's how I do it. Use a bigger brush too, not tiny brushes. Hey, thanks for watching. This whole series has been a lot of fun. I can't wait to do another kind of a series for you on a different subject. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next BobBlast.